into something else. It's an amazing kind of thing. So again, I hope that I hope that this information gives you guys a sense of inspiration and hope that we are much more than we may think, that we are much more than our current state of existence. So if you're existing in a current state of sadness, depression, pain, or suffering, hopefully that state will pass in time. Just like a bad flu, it'll eventually pass, and hopefully you'll be in a better state afterward. So again, guys, please post your comments below. Make sure to subscribe for updates. These have just been ideas and thoughts and theories, okay? I'm not telling you what to think. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. But I want to put those ideas out there and let you guys kind of ponder on them a little bit and see if you come up with your own ideas and your own thoughts. But remember, the guy who, or the team of people who invented, you know, the little iWatch where you can see like a video screen on your watch and things and talk and call people, that was a fictional comic book design from the creator of Dick Tracy, the old comic book character in the 1950s, 40s, 50s, about this guy who has this future tech video watch that he talks into. And now it's a reality. How did it become a reality? Well, enough people back in the day saw that comic book, Dick Tracy, and were inspired to say, how can I make that work in reality? How can I manipulate matter, use science and engineering to make that? So the idea is just as important as the execution of the design. You need both, and they come together and pow, you make this. So my hope is that in the comic books that I create, that it will inspire people one day to create some wonderful things in reality. And again, maybe we're just a little piece of the creation of that reality that accumulates and comes together over time. And again, if this is some kind of a VR type of world, maybe that's how we're able to hack into it with ghosts or things like that, or paranormal experiences or things. And one day I'll make a video about maybe the paranormal stuff and tell you guys what I saw. Pretty astounding stuff. It's mind-bending. It defies gravity. It defies the laws of physics. And to see it just happen randomly out of nowhere is shocking. It's happened a few different times in different ways. I think one of the strongest ones I had was a precognition to exact detail. And I remember, how the hell is this memory in my head? It hasn't happened yet. I must be going crazy. And then I go about my day, and then pow, it all breaks down exactly as I remembered it previously by about 5 minutes. It was like a spider sense, right? You know, it's like 5 minutes. I was about 13 at that time. I was a little younger. I was 11 and a half at that time. So those kind of things are amazing. If you guys are interested in hearing those stories, let me know, and I will make a video about my paranormal experiences one day. But it definitely tells me that there's science that exists out there that we don't understand, and I don't know how the heck we would be able to get enough evidence to quantify it, because you're going on the word of someone, and that's really difficult. Because again, like if someone told me the things that happened to me, if they didn't happen to me, I would think they're nuts. I wouldn't believe them. I say it's impossible, you know. But when you see it happen and you have no idea how it's happened, man, that's just astounding. It's like nothing. It's like nothing I can describe. You know, the feeling. It's fear, shock, awe, enlightenment. Wow, there's something out there that we don't understand at all, yet it still exists. It's happening. I don't know how it's happening, but it's happening. There it is. So it's tremendous. My experience, by the way, was very similar to that movie Interstellar. You know, where they show how the objects are moving, that to a human being, to the little daughter in the movie. She's like, oh my God, how's that stuff moving? But we see that it's, you know, the ghostly, you know, image of the father actually trying to get her attention and all this kind of stuff. Amazing stuff, man. It's astounding. It's astounding that it happened. I'm apprehensive, I guess, about talking about it, because I feel like, why would anybody believe that? You know what I'm saying? Especially like me, I'm like I try to think of things in a very scientific way, but also I try to be open creatively to coming up with ideas and seeing is there science that can explain those ideas to create that balance. So if anything, I'm like a balancer. That's the way I, you know, kind of calculate things. I'm a problem solver and a balancer in that way to the best of my abilities. But again, when going into paranormal stuff, it is shocking. You know, it's a shocking kind of thing to witness, and it's unsettling because you can't experiment on it, you can't test it. You know, I tried. There was no way to do it, and it is, ooh, scary. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's so random. You know, you can't really control when it happens. Interesting. But though, I mean, I've seen things with, well, we'll get into it another time, but, you know, there's a lot to it. Everything from paranormal to the Ouija board to, you know, things randomly floating like Keanu Reeves saw and stuff like that. It's amazing stuff. But hey, post your comments below, guys. Let me know if you've had any experiences like that. And again, I try to end this message by saying, if you are suffering, if, you know, things are bad, maybe you chose to come here. Maybe this is a sentence that you have to complete in order to graduate and free yourself from suffering so that you can be ready and prepared for a life way beyond anything you ever expected. You know, we don't know, so stick in there, hang in there, and wait to find out. And if you ever get really dark and really sad and really depressed and you're not sure that you can make it another minute, promise me and yourself this: at least wait 48 hours and see if you still feel the same way or not. And please promise me that you ask somebody to help you, even if you think they can't. You never know, maybe they know someone who can. Okay? Guys, hang in there. I know life is hard and tough at times for all of us at some different point in our life. So if you are going through a tough time, hang in there. Please call for help, ask for help, and I assure you there may be a reason beyond your understanding of why you should stick it out if you can, okay? Again, if you have some terminal thing and there's no cure and you have like a few weeks to live and you don't want to suffer through it, okay, I understand it's a different level, a different category. Speak to doctors and people about that, and hopefully you can be, you know, handled and treated properly. You know, nobody should take away anybody's right to, you know, dignity and freedom. But again, if you're living in a tough time, hang in there, and hopefully things will work out better. And just remember, think of it as a life you lived and a life you're going to live, and hopefully that life you're going to live will be improved. And look at other people who have done far worse than you that have found happiness, like that poor paraplegic, you know, Jesus Christ, guy stuck in a wheelchair. He found love. He's with this lovely, beautiful woman who's loves him and takes care of him, and guy has like almost no money. It's an amazing thing that happened. Boy, I wish I could remember what the link was to that video, but again, there are things you may not know that could be waiting for you that could be good. So do everything in your power to try to bring some good positivity and happiness into this life, into your life, and into the lives of others. Again, guys, thank you for watching. This has been comic book artist, writer, and director Graig Weich from BeyondComics.tv, and as they say in comics, to be continued. Please make sure to subscribe for updates and follow. Peace.